Hey, people. So I just want to give a quick a bit on how to get buy-in from your team. This is kind of coming from Jocko's leadership strategy and tactics. So he basically was talking about a story of one of his platoon leaders who was a very arrogant kind of a I make the plans, I say what goes, everyone executes according to me and my you know dictation, and how little respect the team had for that guy, and that it caused a lot of problems. They weren't very successful on a lot of missions. Well, eventually they got a new commander, and this guy was humble. He had every right to be arrogant because he had done everything, and he'd been on missions, and he had trained in every way, but instead he was humble. And so this video is about how do you get buy-in from your team. So one strategy that this particular commander used was they would basically be given a mission, right? Here's your goal, there's your target, this is what we got to achieve out of this. And instead of telling everybody what to do, he would say, here's your mission, now go figure out how you want to accomplish it. And so he would let the guys go do it. And so what that does, it changes the way they feel about the strategies being implemented, right? So he talks about in the book that even if you respect your commander, but if especially if you don't respect your commander and he gives you the mission, the guys aren't going to do everything in their power to overcome barriers or obstacles that they did not expect, which is going to happen, right? You're going to run into obstacles no matter what. If you're in the military, if you're in business, if you're talking about relationships, whatever, you create a strategy, you go enact that strategy, you're going to hit things that you didn't anticipate, all right? So if you have buy-in, the guys are going to do everything they can to overcome those barriers because they want the plan to succeed, right? Well, this guy basically told them to make the plan. And since it's their plan, they automatically have buy-in. He didn't have to sell them on anything. And so then they go out into the field. They're on their mission, actually trying to execute. They find those barriers, and now they're extremely motivated to make sure their plan works. So they're going to get past those barriers at all costs, kind of thing, right? So it changes like the perspective of the person executing. So as the leader of a team, you don't want to basically say, here's how we do it. This is what you're going to do. Now go make sure it's successful. They, maybe they will if they have a ton of respect for you or they want to like prove themselves, but it's not going to be as broadly, shared that like we're going to make this succeed at all costs kind of thing. So that's one way to get buy-in from a team. And I would say extreme buy-in from your team, because if it's their plan, they want to make sure it works more than if it's somebody else's plan. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there as a quick something to think about as a leader. How do you get buy-in from your team? I'd love to hear your comments on other strategies, things you've experienced, and questions. So anyway, we'll talk to you soon, guys.